Alright, let's get this started. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, bingo and a bango. Let's get this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. What's going on, guys? What's going on? So happy to be here. We're going to look at Bitcoin, of course, some of the coins, and then your coins if you want your coins. And then from there, that'll be it. That'll be the show. So let's go look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin. Let's zoom out. Let us zoom out and let's just look at what this is doing. This is on our default. Let's go and delete all this stuff. 60 drawings. Wow. Okay, maybe not delete. Let's go over here to this, and then let's just make another folder. Let's do this. There's still a whole bunch of junk. What do I do? Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Mic is good. Everything looks good. All right. Good stuff. So happy you're here, guys. Thank you so much for smashing the likes. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. So let's look at this on the weekly. It looks great. It looks great, guys. Man, does it look good. I would love to see a pullback. Man, if we can get 48, that'd be great. That'd be great. Now, again, these are all on higher time frames. So let's go ahead and just show you what I'm looking at. Let's do our watermark. And what I like doing is I like, whether it's deleting it or just hiding it, creating a folder and just hiding it. And then just look at it from a fresh standpoint. Like here we have a level and here we have a level. So this is kind of our zone. Here's a really strong level right at 43. And a lot of people are saying that it might go below 43. I don't think so, though. I really don't. I mean, it could. Anything can happen. We need a retracement. We really do. And a lot of people are saying that right now we are kind of like in this area. And I agree with them 100%. that we're kind of like in this area in reference to where we're at in reference to where we're at in the cycle, the market. Pretty soon, guys, pretty soon, within, I want to say maybe a month or two, we're going to start seeing this. And then before you even know it, you're going to be wanting to enter the trade, but it's already moved 60%, 80%. You're going to be waiting for a retrace, and it keeps on going and going and going. So just to let you know, the thought process will change in reference to entries when the market changes. And I tell this to everybody, you have to be like water. You have to be very fluid when it comes to your thought process. You can't have only one way, and that's the only way you trade, but that's the only way you trade in that particular moment of the market. When it starts getting super crazy bullish, you know, yeah, we'll enter some, maybe 50%, maybe 30%, and then we'll expect a retrace. But if it doesn't happen, at least we're in the trade. And then we'll wait for the pullback, and then once it starts bouncing, then we can put our entry in. But I do believe that we are in around this point of the cycle, and pretty soon, guys, pretty soon, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna, man, we're gonna make so much money. Money's not everything, though. Money is not everything, but I tell you what, it feels really good when you go and buy groceries or go to the restaurant, and you don't look at the bill. You're like, yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this. So that's really good. Let's see here. I have a video on volume. Definitely watch that video, guys. That video is going to be a game changer when you watch the video and you take notes. Watch it a few times. You're going to be really surprised. So I just released that video early today, a few hours ago. Definitely check out that video, because everybody says, you know, buy the breakout with volume confirmation. I break down volume very thoroughly, and that's what I do. Everything I do it very thoroughly. Let's go to this. Let's do the pop out. Let's do this. Bring you over here. Let's bring you here. And that way we have everything. So happy you guys are here. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Okay, there we go. Now, of course, if you do want to reach out to me, this is the best way to do it. This is my links to everything. And definitely send me a link. Definitely send me a message on Telegram. And, of course, my info is there. All right. If you have any coins, let me know. If not, it's going to be a very short stream. I'm guessing like maybe 20, 30 minutes. But, again, I reserve an hour for you. If you have questions in regards to anything trading related, you know, indicators or anything, I love debunking stuff. I love debunking stuff. And what I really love to do is I would love to do a challenge. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to win, but I would just love to challenge people, traders, whether they're YouTubers or not, on like futures. I think that's pretty cool. It's called Trading or Crypto Wars, and it's a great concept. I love the concept. I do not like the fact that it is a shield for the exchange. I don't like that fact. And I called it out too. As soon as somebody invited me, it's like, all they're doing is shielding the exchange, you know, and they're getting, you know, nice money from all the referrals. But I said, I do it just, you know, because, you know, you reach out to me. And sure enough, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So I got off of that. I said, sorry, man, not going to do it. Because you're trading blind. Like, you are literally trading blind. So this is our resistance zone. In order for us to break out of this and for it to be bullish, we need to break above this wick. So we're looking at 74.4. That's what we're looking at for the bullishness to continue. And what we're hoping for is once it does break out, find support. And if it loses the support, it's fine, because we have this zone, which will now be a support zone. And then moon mission. That's going to be great. Now, we do need to retrace, though. We do need to. I would love to see it come down to here. Let's come do this. I would love to see it come down to 43. Do I think that's going to happen? I mean, it might. Our other level is 51.7. So these are levels on the weekly. Now, depending on what time frame you have, depends on where your levels are going to be. And this isn't, to the exact penny. This is, more than likely within a few $100s, maybe even $1,000, where it might, if it does pull back, hopefully it'll find support at 51.7 before it bounces up, and then hopefully breaking through there. We'll see. But we do have this other level right here. One thing I did notice, because what I love doing is I love watching other people. I love watching other people in their TA. One thing that I know for a fact, my stuff is boring because it's so simple. Support, resistance. That's it. No fluff, no bells and whistles, no nothing. It's boring. It's so boring. I hear all these other influencers, we have a vector candle here, and we have a, low volume node here, and we have, divergence here, and we have, this, the Ikumuku cloud is doing this, and right now we have a hammer for the candle, and we have this long wick reversal. All these things that, shoot, I'd listen to them, but you don't need all that stuff. It's literally this simple: support, resistance. That's it. Boring, I know. Very boring. And then, of course, you have the moving averages. Moving averages, what they do is they show you the momentum of the trade. That's it. So boring. Joe, your stuff is boring, man. I can't watch you. This is literally trading right here. Support, resistance. Fair value gaps and order blocks. I see it as support resistance. Everything I see is support resistance. Everything. That's my analysis for Bitcoin. I mean, boring. Let's see here. Mark says, I can't read that. Put my old man glasses on. Says, I was expecting everything crypto to be, let's see here. I was explaining everything crypto to a neighbor just earlier. Nice. And it was good until I got to the RWA coins. Yep. So for RWA, it's going to be big because it's tangible. I mean, you can actually get it and feel it and touch it and hold it and show people it. So the RWA is going to be really big. Same thing with DPIN, DEPIN. It's going to be really big. Joe, you're very boring. 100%. 100%. Any coins, guys? Any coins? Make sure to smash the likes. I'd say right now I was doing crazy stuff. But I stopped, and I was almost going to be late, and I stopped so I could give you this hour of mentorship. So ask away, guys. This is your time. This is your time to ask questions. There are no dumb questions. There's either questions we've had already before or questions we haven't thought of yet. So there's only two types of questions. So if you have any questions, let me know, and we'll get that for you. My goal is to make you money. Speaking about making money, let's look at some charts. Yeah, this is probably gonna be like a 10-minute show. Let's see here. Let's go and put our timer on. Where's my timer? Countdown. Not 5 minutes. Let's do 10. Okay. So we got 10 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's go over here to this. And let's go to, now, of course, if there are questions and if there are coins and everything else, then we do those. But if not, then at the end of 10 minutes, we'll be done. All right, so let's go to this. This was the one that we did yesterday. Same thing. We have our alert right here. We're just waiting. So let's come over here and let's do this again. Worry about YouTube. Rapid fire, YouTube. Okay. Let's see here. Let's look at some older coins. We're just going to run through these. This one. Okay. Not looking good. Needs to break above this. I mean, but you could enter it though. Get rid of all this junk. Needs to break this level. So if you're looking at this coin, set your alert for right here. Your target, I'm assuming, will be about 18%. Let's move this over here. 18%. What is that right there? And then your stop loss would be roughly, can we do? I don't know, it's too much. And on this one, you might get stopped out. 2-to-1. Then you might get stopped out, but then just set your alert again. Doge, what is Doge doing? Ooh, man, Doge took a nice little siesta, nice little sleepy sleep. For this one, you want to set your alert right here, and then of course, you'd have a lower bid down here as well. So put this to blue. Let's just delete all this. So we would have our alert lower, way lower. And our alert would roughly be right around there. And this actually looks good. This looks like it's possibly going to form an inverse head and shoulders. Once again, I don't trade patterns, but I do see them. And of course, I know how other people trade. So that's that. Okay. Let's go to another one. QTUM. Very disappointing in QTUM. Very disappointing in QTUM. I thought QTUM was going to do some nice work. They have something to do with the ordinals. Something about that in May, which we're in May already. And nothing. Very disappointed. So let's go magnet tool. And let's do this. Right now it's right at support. But it's very dangerous though. It's very dangerous getting to this trade. You know, if you're like, oh, well, it's at the bottom. No, but it could continue going lower. It's just losing its strength. Like, and that's one thing I'm really big on is the strength of the move, the momentum. It came up, it came down, came up, lower, down. So now it's looking good. It made a higher low, made a higher high, looking really good, and dump city. Population, not me. Then support again, bounce. Then came up here, and then just came down. This one doesn't look good. Not yet. It would need to cross this level. So you would need to set your alert about right here. And what it's doing now, it's actually creating a higher high and possibly a higher low. Changing the trend. Right now it's in this trend. So to give you a heads up. Let's see here. What are your thoughts on all these lawsuits coming out against these? It's going to happen. They do that all the time. Every time, whether we're in the bear market or the bull market, it doesn't matter. They do it all the time. And so do you think this will affect the bull run? Oh, no. Not one bit. We just moved to another place. Like, let's say they close down Robinhood. Well, all those people that were on Robinhood, they're going to go to another exchange. There's so many exchanges. And then if nothing else, let's just say all of the sexes, all of the centralized exchanges close. Guess where we're going to go? To decentralized exchanges. Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Jupiter, Radium, on Solana Network. There's so many. They close 100 open. So I'll give you a heads up. Crypto Candy says, seems as if the SEC is targeting all altcoins as well. Yeah, and they're going to do that. They're going to do that. They're going to create FUD. But better for me, because then I can buy it at a lower price. Better for me. Smash the likes, guys. Smash the likes. This is your 1 hour of free mentorship. If you have any questions, if you have a coin you want me to do, let me know. Let me know. Right now, I'm just buying time because we got 4 minutes left in the show. I reserve an hour for y'all. But if y'all are good, then we're good. Oh, I got great news. Oh, so there's a movie. I saw a movie last night. There's a movie. It's called The Creator. Ooh, I was listening. I love listening to a bunch of talks in reference to crypto in reference to money, in reference to building wealth, and all that stuff. You know, if you fill yourself with that stuff, you start thinking like that, and that's super, super important. So you can either, you know, do a bunch of bad stuff, or you could do, you know, stuff that's going to help improve your life. And I'm an old man already, so I'm already like, I think I need to improve my life. So I'm listening to all these things, and on one of the talks, he was saying, there's a book I need to buy. Now, granted, I already have 2 books that I bought, I think 8 months ago. I moved them. I moved them from one countertop to another countertop, but I haven't actually opened the book. Oops. But he was talking about a book, and I need to start reading. Just improving my life. The time has come. The time has come. So, I'll give you a heads up. All right. Moving on. I know. Boring. Nice run up, and then just dump city. Ugh, I hate seeing that. So what I would do on this one, I'd have to wait. I'd have to wait for it to cross this level. Let's say this above this wick for the alert. Now there is a coin, ICP. Let's see, do you learn better by reading or watching videos? Man, I'd rather watch a video. What's the last book I read? The Bible? Like 20 years ago? Front to back. Have I read any other books since then? I don't think so. I think that's the last book I read. Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't even think of that. Let's see here. Here's a coin. What coin was it? Let's see. Yeah, I'm visual as well. I understood more by seeing it. Yeah. So like when it comes to like trading and training and everything else, I prefer videos big time. That's why I don't like doing text. Like whenever anybody sends a chart in the group, instead of just doing text, I like doing a video, because that way you can see what I'm talking about. And for me, that's very important. Some people are visual, some people are audio, some people, they have to like read it. But for me, I'm very visual. That's why I do the videos, honestly. Let's see here. We have no imagination, I guess. Let's see here. H-bar is long-term. It's like near and so. Oh, I hear stuff about H-bar. H-bar, near. What's the other one? Everybody always talks about it. I always forget. I always say that I need to do research on it, but I never do. I always do other stuff. I do like ICP. ICP has a huge market cap, but man, right now it has a huge market cap, but it's still nothing compared to what it used to be. I mean, look at that. I mean, if we could just get up to here on ICP, and it literally has everything. You're looking at a 4x. We'll just call it 4x. We're looking at 4x. You know, put some money right now as an investor, you know, because it could come down, and then put some more money down here. I don't think it'll come down here, but put some more money down here, and you're looking at a 4x. Let's see here. Yeah, it's hard to find time to read. For me, I have time to read, or rather I could make time to read. And what I need to do, and this is just my own self-reflection, what I need to do is I need to have a schedule, because my day is just all crazy. Like as soon as I get up, I'm doing the charts, I'm doing research, I'm checking my emails, it's very crazy. But what I need to do is have it structured to where 1 hour I read, 1 hour I do emails, 1 hour I do whatever. That's what I really need to do. But I've been saying that for like a year now. See here, how do you feel about the CTSI chat currently? Chart? Let's see. Imagine someone describing a chart on audio. Yeah, I tried doing that. Like whenever I'm talking, I tried doing that. But yeah. Are you talking about the chart? I think you're talking about the chart. And that'll be the last one. That'll be the last one. Because we are going to have this as an early day today. I guess this one. Okay. What do we have here? Man. Dump City. Let's see this. And this looked good too. Double bottom. It broke this level. Measured move was about right here. And then and that's the hard part too, because if you don't take profits, man, it's hard. I just realized I didn't have any indicators on. Has it been like that the whole time? I don't even look down there. I think that's so funny. Sometimes I'll go a whole show. Right now we got divergence, big time, on the weekly. So if we double click here, we have a low, a lower low. We have a low and a higher low. So big time divergence. However, it's been divergence for a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks has been divergence. Where's the divergence? How come it hasn't gone up? It's a weekly time frame. It should be a really big divergence. That's what they teach you. The higher the time frame, the bigger the divergence, which is baloney. Where is it? Did it already happen? Is it this little spike? It's still divergence, big time. This is what I teach you. I teach you realistic trading. I show you trading for what it really is. I don't look at websites and then just regurgitate, feed you like a little birdie and, show you, oh, look, we have divergence. And, if it did, start going up, well, guess what? It's because the whole market went up. Yeah. So many people are going to be bamboozled. It's sad. I was bamboozled when I first came in. But so many people are going to be bamboozled, with all these, look at these gains and look at these gains and join our group and this and that. And they're posting so many charts. I'm going to be so bamboozled. It sucks. But here, what I would do, I'd wait for this level to break. And you know what? I'd wait for this level. It's a little bit higher. I'd wait for that level. And just knowing that I have a pretty strong, the way I say it's strong because we have this level right here, or this close, and we have this close. More than likely it'll do this. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. More than likely it might do this. And then finally break out. It's a lot of weeks though. So what I would do is I'd set 2 alerts. I'd set an alert right there, and then I would set one more alert up here. Of course, I'd enter here just because more than likely when this several weeks happen, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever weeks, when this happens, more than likely the market's already changing. So now you're in the trade in a safer spot than right now, because it could come up and then just dump, for another so many weeks. So here you have your alert, you enter the trade, you know that more than likely you have a very high probability it's going to come down and then possibly make a higher low. It may not come down as a slow. And then, of course, it breaks out and bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. Let's see here. Joe says, Joe, can you see the coin in the market cap instead of price? Just like Dex Screener. I don't think so. If you find that out, or if anybody finds that out, if we're here, if we can come over here to the scale, right click, and if there's a way to put this as market cap, definitely send me a DM. Because this is one thing that I've wanted to do for a long time. Because what you have to do is now you have to go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, type this in, find the market cap, then I have to paste it here. But if there is any way that you can have the market cap on here, let me know. Let me know. I actually talked to, oh man, like 5 people who did indicators, and that was my first request. And they're like, can you do it? See, but you can get it from the website. Let me ask my developer friend, see if he knows how to do. That's a great question. Let me write that down. Always have a pen and paper when you are watching the show. So here, yeah, I got my notes. Got my notes. So market cap indicator. Okay. See, Realistic says Joe is the man with the plan. Sometimes. See, what I like doing is I love having smarter people around me. Man, because I'm not smart. I know how to make money. I know how to trade. But I love having smarter people around me. By a lot. Yes, definitely, guys. Smash the like. Smash the like. Appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Charts. Let's see. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, it's been a lot of weeks for sure. And we got Matt Young in the house. What's up, Matt? What is up, buddy? All right. Any other coins? Any other coins? Comments, concerns, questions? Anything you want me to debunk? Or anything you want me to talk about? You know, I did the video on volume. Strongly recommend watching that video. Man. And I have all that stuff. Like, I talk about, like, volume about... I talk about divergence, how that's a joke. I talk about how the moving averages, they're not support resistance. They're an average of the momentum of the move. All they do is show you the momentum. I show you... and all this stuff is just from asking why. Why are we doing what we're doing? What else do I do that other people don't? And everybody they just say the same thing over and over again, you know. But I remember getting duped. Oh, the you know, whatever moving average, it does this and this, and it's gonna come back to it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Let's see here. I noticed a few admins from the CBC started a new group. Really? I wonder if they left CBC. They started a new group. Hopefully they're making money, because I know for sure the payroll wasn't good. So good for them. If they did, I hope they're making money. I really do. Let's see here. Boo. Joe, you suck. Boo. Oh, wait. The coin. USDT. Let's do Spooky Swap. Spooky Swap. Okay, let's get off the weekly. So, Spooky Swap. When we were talking about it last time, it went up to 131%. Not too shabby. And we're talking about it right here. Not too shabby. First target would have hit, second target would have hit, and then third target. And the reason we put those targets so high was more than likely the market cap. But I don't see the market cap over here. So let's go ahead and get rid of all this junk. Let's look at it. It looks good. I like it. I do like it. Price coming down. Looks like it found support. Support lower. There. Let's see here. See, Matt says that's a hard to talk about subject. We don't like to bash them. Yeah, don't like to bash them. Let's see, Joe and I both used to be one. Long story short. Yep, that's a good guy. Used to be an admin. And I actually talked to one of the admins that I guess kind of replaced me, but could never replace me. And I told him, I said, dude, I hope you start something, man. Like, get paid for your knowledge, get paid for what you do. Like, you put a lot of hard work into this, And you're getting scraps, like big time. And that's only because I fought for him. Anybody who got paid in the group, I fought for him over and over and over again. To the point to where the boss would get upset because I would always talk about it. But that's just that. Let's look at this. So for this one, it would have to cross this level. A lot of wicks though. It looks good though. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. So what I would do on this one is I would set my alert right there. And for my target, let's say we don't hit the bottom, but for my target, I would say, let's say we get it about right here. Target about 23. That's a good first one. And next target would be roughly, let's see, 46. So my stop loss, can do that. Stop loss would have to be about 16. So that's what I would do. Man, I like it. It's good, in my opinion. Let's do this one as our target. Let's do this one as our target. Let's do this one as our stop loss. So that's your setup on that one. Like it. Let's see here. Assisit says, can you look at a Zelf? Sure. YouTube. And this one is, come on, bingo bango. So give me a movie, guys. What movie should I watch? What movie should I watch? I like action, love comedy, no scary movies. No scary movies. I've had very traumatized childhood when it came to spirits. Very traumatized. So I don't like any of that stuff. This one looks pretty good. But I love comedy. So let's do... Oh, that's why. I was doing it on the other one. No, YouTube. Okay. Let's see here. I think I've seen Interstellar. Yeah. That was a good movie. I like that movie. That was a good movie. List me movies, guys. List me movies. I want to see a movie. I love The Wolf of Wall Street. I've seen that movie at least 12 times. And this last time I had to pay for it like $4. I've been paying a lot of movies lately. Because all the movies that I like watching, they're the same ones. Now I got to pay for them. It's like, ooh, Amazon's smart. It's like, oh, this guy likes this movie. Let's charge him for it. It's like, ah, dang it. The other guys, man, I've seen that one at least 6 times. Minimum 6 times. That's so funny. That movie's funny. Let's see here. And I love Step Brothers. I've seen that one at least 8 times too. Birdcage. I haven't seen that one. Does he dress up as a girl? I don't like movies that guys did when they dress up as the girls. I don't have nothing against it. I just don't find it funny. Let's see here. Sleeping Dogs. I don't think I've heard of that one. Tropic Thunder. Another one. Yep, Step Brothers. Let's see here. For this one, man, it's a high risk play. I'd do it right now. Even though it's just something about it. I'd do it right now. I can't think of other movies. Leave the World Behind is a good movie. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Yeah, we'll do token. So this, oof. Ouch, 20%. You know what? You only have once, right? 20%. Stop loss right there. Not financial advice. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. So that'll be my first target. I really like this one. And normally when I see something like this, like, no, it just lost its strength. There's something about it though. I mean, it already gained support. That's the main thing. I'm trying to look for reasons to be bearish on it. So it came down this way, it came down, and then now it's like finding its bottom. But it almost found it here, almost found it here, almost found it here. So that's what I do this one. But, oh, so the great news. I got my popcorn delivered today. I love me some popcorn. I got my popcorn delivered today, so that means I have to watch a movie today. Oh, yesterday I watched The Creator. It was a good movie. You know, some action in it. Then it kind of got boring a little bit towards the middle. But it wasn't, to me, it wasn't dumb. So Leave the World Behind. I might look at that one. Is it on Amazon? See, Fierce Creatures. It sounds scary. See, Vice Principals. I don't think I've seen that one. Righteous Gemstones. Oh, I don't have HBO. I just have Amazon. Oh, I don't have Netflix. I just have Amazon. I've actually been thinking about, because I've watched all the movies already. I've actually been thinking about doing another platform. But I don't spend another $20. I don't know. So that's this one. I like it. I like it a lot. And then let's do token. Okay, yeah, you can see all that. Do some token. Yokin. Token. MEXC. I like this one too. They're starting to look good now. Guess we can do this one. Just because we have some of these wicks that almost touch. What's the price range difference? 20. Okay, so here's my thought process. My thought process on this one, it came down really hard, really hard. My thought process is going to do this. That's my thought process. This one, my thought process is it's going to do this. I want to say it's going to come down. Man, everything's telling me that it wants to come down. I'm trying to think of a reason that it would go up. Now, if I had a lot of price action here, I could say, oh yeah, it's going to come up and then it's going to find support, come back down, go back up, and start going up. Here, I mean, you can kind of see it's already kind of like, For this one, I set an alert right here. It really needs this level, but it's 20% away. I'd wait on this one. I'm trying to think of reasons. It's got a lot of volume. 2 million. Oh man, that's what I forgot to say on that video. Dang it. So like this volume, it looks low. Man, I can't believe I forgot to say that on the video. So the volume, it looks low. But if you come over here, you can see that it's 4 million versus 4,000. So this is saying that there's a lot of volume, a lot of buying and selling. You know, granted, it's at the, you know, about the same price. What's the market cap on this one? Well, let's look it up. T token fine. 108 million. Wow. I thought it would be more. Okay. I think it's going to come down. So it's an alert right here. And then, of course, for it to be very bullish or more bullish, it just needs to cross this level. You know, its most recent high. And the wicks, they don't look too bad. They don't look too bad. So this looks okay. This one, higher risk, but it'd be, good Lord, it'd be really nice to see a man, like a V-shape recovery. Man, that'd be crazy. And then this one, I like this one just because it looked like it found its bottom already. It's double bottom, you know, it's found its support. I like it. Okay, I'm moving on. It's here. See, do you think this alt season will be less intense? No. It's going to be more intense. We're going to have a lot of people coming into the market. A lot of people. See, based off of Bitcoin dominance, we're starting off lower. No. Bitcoin dominance around 70%. No. I think it's going to be very big. A lot of people. Let's see here. I know it's 3 admins in that new group. I didn't see too many admins posting in the CBC. CBC group is getting really lame compared to these other groups. Yeah. It's sad. It's really sad. You put a lot of hard work into it. A lot of sleepless nights. A lot of just hours. You know, running a group is not easy, especially when you're by yourself. You know, 15, 18 hours a day. I can attest to that. And it's sad. Everything happened. I've been having an eye on token. Nice. Very nice. Let's see here. See. Bought a while back. I'm big on tokenomics of RWAs. Tokens in RWA? So for token, real estate, social, launchpad, AI. I've got everything. I would just think with the name that it would be just DeFi. Cool. Cool. Let's see here. Live, Die, Repeat is a good one. Live, Die, Repeat is a good movie. I haven't seen that one either. Sleeping Dogs. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a. Oh, I saw what. What's the one with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart? Ride Along. I saw that. Man, that was funny. When Ice Cube was in their house and the dude got all scared and he knocked himself out. That actually made me laugh out loud. I'm here all by myself and I'm just laughing away. It's like, that's a good one. It's good to laugh, guys. It's really good to laugh. It's not good to stress yourself out. You can't change it, you know, and if you can, work towards it to change it, you know. But I used to stress out big time about bills, about everything. And now it's like, you know, something snapped in me when I was young too. And now it's like, fine, whatever. One thing with me, and my exes would hate this. It's like, I don't get mad. Like, you can yell, you can scream, you can do whatever. It's like for me, I find it, not that I'm better, but I find it that's how the, not ignorant, but uneducated, not that I'm smart, by no means, but that's how they communicate. You know, screaming and yelling and, like if there's something, like I will let you know. And I'll talk to you nice and calm, cool, collective, whatever you want to say. Because that's how you get stuff done. You know, when you have all these emotions, same thing with trading, you know, you have to be in the zone. You can't be, you know, fighting with your spouse. You can't be in a rush. You can't do any of that stuff. Like, it's just different. So, see, I'm already in a ZEPH, up 3%. Nice. Fierce Creatures. Is that a scary movie? Let's see. Detroiters. I gotta look up all these movies. I haven't heard any of these. Oh, The Wedding Crashers. Funny movie. Knocked Up. Funny movie. Oh, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. That's a funny one. That's a funny one. Leave the World Behind. Man, but I'll bet you all these are on shows that I don't have or platforms. See, Fierce Creatures is not scary. Don't be a wimp, Joe. Hey, that's mean. Oh man, so I'm gonna tell you a story, guys. Story time. We're already done. But my ex, she was watching these dumb movies. They're so dumb, where they're calling out the ghosts. They're like ghost hunters, and they're in like, you know, abandoned prisons or whatever. And they're like, show yourself if you're here. I was like, man, you have no freaking idea. Like, you don't mess around with that stuff. Show yourself and this and that, blah, blah, and do something to me. Why don't you do something to me? And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, dude? Like, you have obviously not been in any contact with anything that's real. I have. And it's scary. Dude, it's so scary. And so, and I'd watch him with her, you know, just spend time with her or whatever. And it was just so dumb. And man, and I would tell her all the time, I was like, man, you don't want to mess with that stuff. Like, I've done it. I've lived it. And it's like, you don't want any of that stuff. And then she was watching for like a month or two. And then, man, I had nightmares like crazy, you know, brought up memories from my childhood. And man, I'm like, nightmares. I'm getting goosebumps. Nightmares. And she would tell me, you know, because I ended up telling her what's going on. And she told me, she's like, yeah, you know, I won't watch it anymore. I said, no, you can watch it. I'll just be in the other room, you know. And at this time, I was studying to be a nurse. I said, no, you know, if you're going to, I'll just do more studying. I'll do whatever. So she, you know, she watched for a little bit. Then after that, she went to other things. But yeah, that's scary stuff, guys. Don't mess around with that stuff. Don't. Yeah, it's scary. Let's see here. See, I know this one has me little doubts. Let's see here. Captain Ron. I don't think I've heard of that one. But yeah, that's funny on Wedding Crashers. That's the one with the hey mom, meatloaf. Is that one? I love a dip though. Yeah, same here. Same here. Let's see, RSI has bullish divergence. Nice. Smaller cap, it's risky. Yeah, I love small caps. I love small caps because on these, I mean, it's much easier to 5x this than, let's say, Ethereum. You know, you can 5x this faster, much faster, just due to the market cap. It's the process of converting tokens to RWAs. Really? I need to look into that then. I need to look into token a little harder. Let's see. Road Dog's in the house. What's up, Road Dog? We're talking about movies. Talking about movies. I like funny movies. Let's see here. I want to hear stories about spirits when you were young. I hate demonic movies too. Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you a story. Story time. Okay. So let's leave this up here. That way when people tune in, they're like, what is he talking about? All right, so when I was a kid, there was a house on Pueblo Street. I'll never forget that. It was in Corpus, Pueblo Street. And we're moving in, and the neighbor's dog would just bark and bark and bark and bark and just run up and down, bark and bark, bark. So my mom said, and we were young, we were like, I don't know, 7, 9, something like that. And mom goes, you know, go make friends with the dog. That way the dog doesn't, you know, keep on barking. So we go make friends with the dog. Dog loves us and everything. Then looks at the house and just starts barking and barking and barking again. We didn't think nothing of it. So we go and we move everything in. And, you know, it was a 2-bedroom, very small house. So me and my brother were in one room, and my mom and her husband were in the other room, or stepdad were in the other room. And at nighttime, man, getting goosebumps on my freaking neck. And then at nighttime, we would hear, it was wood floors, you know, pier and beam, wood floors. And we would hear the footsteps from the front door to the back door. And we would hear that. So we would, you know, we got freaked out or whatever. So we all started sleeping in mom's room. So all of us were there, and we sleep there every night. Nothing would happen during the day, but at nighttime, every time, like you'd hear and just creak, 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 and scary, right? So, so that happened for a while. And then after that, I don't know if it started like getting powers or what, but now it was able to physically open the refrigerator. So we would be, and I would have a head count too. Like I would hear the noise and everybody's asleep, and I'd look, and there's my brother, and there's my mom, there's, you know, my stepdad. And I was like, man, I go back and I can hear the refrigerator open. Nothing was taken out, and the refrigerator closed. And then it got to the point to where the toilet would flush. And I was like, man, I was so scared. I was so scared. But one day, the door, I think I was in the living room. Mom was in her room, and the door slammed really, really hard. And we're like, what the heck? And we hear my mom gasping. Well, my stepdad, he eventually, like, I guess, busted down the door to the bedroom, and she was off the ground, like a good 2 feet. And she was doing like this, like whatever had her. And so he was slapping her, you know, so she can snap out of it. Man, if you could see my goosebumps, I have goosebumps like crazy right now, guys. And he eventually, you know, slapped her, and then, you know, she kind of snapped out of it. And well, needless to say, we moved out that day. So that's one of the stories. And then we had a spirit that was following us for a good like 1.5 years, 2 years. It's crazy. Yeah, we moved to different houses and stuff would happen. But yeah, I've quite a few stories about that. It's crazy. Very scary. So I don't like stuff like that. Ghost Adventures. Let's see here. Ghost hunting trips in Texas when I was on tour. I'll never do it again. Yep. And scary stuff. See, I watched The Conjuring. I was scared for a week. Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching, you know, all the older scary movies. And, you know, they would scare me and everything, and it's fine, whatever, scared. But then, you know, when it actually happened, like, I was like, no thanks. Pineapple Express, funny movie. Very funny movie. Oh, what's the one where I forget what the dude's name is, but at the very opening of the movie, he's like at a farmer's market or something, and the sheriff comes up to him and he wants to buy drugs, and the dude's like, I can't sell it to you. You know, you're a cop. You're a sheriff. He's, no, it's okay. It's okay. You know, just, you know, blah, blah. It's like, okay. So he sells it to him. And it's like, are you serious? Like, you just sold it to us. It's like, man. And dude's dumb. Like, dude's so dumb. I remember that movie. I forget what it was called, though. Let's see here. Oh, geez, you're giving me goosebumps. It's scary. I'm telling you. It's very scary. See, that's very scary. Very scary. That scared me, Joe. I don't mess with them spirits. Yeah. See, watch The Fourth Kind if y'all want to see some crazy stuff. The Fourth Kind. I think I've seen that movie. The Fourth Kind. Is that where he gets taken up into a spaceship with aliens and he comes back like 20 years later? I like that movie. Man, is that movie? The Fourth Kind? The Fourth Kind. Oh. Oh. Is that the movie? Right now I'm looking at stuff. It's the one that has real police footage. Ooh. No. Nope. 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 Won't see that. Don't watch it, Joe. Don't do it. Don't gotta tell me twice. LOL. You replied, don't watch it quick. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see here. See, Chan says, you mentioned toilets flushing. I literally saw a toilet flush by itself once as well. Like literally the rope connected to the box getting pulled up. Yeah. That's crazy. Man, I'm getting so many goosebumps right now. Oh, and so of course I worked at a nursing home, right? And there would be times where other nurses would tell me that they were goosebumps, that they would tell me that you know, one of the residents had just passed, and like the hairbrush would fly across the room, and it's like, what? And I remember there's one time, like, because I would always hear stories, and then for me personally, one of the residents had just passed, and because there was always two people in one room. One of them had just passed, and the other one couldn't move, you know, so we would have to turn them and everything else, but one of them couldn't move. And I was working overnight, so I'd always work crazy hours, and I was working overnight, picked up a shift, and the call light turns on, so the light in the room turns on for assistance. And we go and I look, and I look at my CNA. I said, is that? And she goes, yep, that's the room. I said, but he can't do the bell. And like, he can't even roll to hit the bell. And she goes, Joe, I'm not going in there. I was like, come on. I said, fine, I'll go with you. Because I didn't want to go by myself. I didn't want to tell her that. I said, fine, I'll go with you. Okay. So we go in there, and sure enough, the call light, the bell, is right next to the dude, but he can't touch it. And then the other one, it was like hung up on the bed, but like nobody could touch it. So we go and we reset it, and we go and we walk down halfway down the hall, light turns on again. I look at her, she looks at me. I said, we're gonna leave the light on. It's okay. And it makes a binging noise. So we had that beep, beep, beep noise throughout the entire night. We didn't go back in there again. Well, you know, when she had to change them, I'd go with her and everything. But for that call light, no thanks. Well, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's the one that has real scary stuff. Let's see. I think you're talking about the Flight of the Navigator, maybe. It's a movie. It's an old movie. I remember seeing it at the theater. It starts off with a guy in a pickup truck he's driving down like a dirt road or something, and then he sees some lights, and he goes and he follows it, and then I don't remember if he was with anybody, but he gets beamed up, and then he's in like this cocoon, and he like wakes up and he gets all that junk off of him, and I don't know how, but he ends up getting out of the spaceship. But for him, it's only been like a day or an hour or whatever, but for everybody else, it's been like 20 years. So he's been gone all this time. He doesn't know what's going on. He's still young. Everybody's old. And so, yeah. So that was pretty crazy. I'm going to tell you all a story. I've never told anybody this. Well, I've only told one person, maybe two. But here I'm telling the world. So when I was maybe 14 years old, there was a metallic, it looked like a BB, the size of a BB. It looked like a BB, but it was larger. And this was actually underneath my skin. And so let's say, like, you know how you have a little fold right here, but this place, the BB, but it wasn't here though. It was another part of my body. The BB was inside, but to where like my body was like pushing it out, I guess. So I could see it. I could see something shiny. I was like, what's that? And I go and I push it out, and you know, of course it fell and I lost it. But like that was the weirdest thing. And I don't know why I'm sharing that. But maybe because of aliens? Maybe aliens got to my brain. Oh, and another thing too. I can't remember stuff. I can't remember stuff. I don't know what it is about me, but I can't remember. Once again, I know how to make money. I know how to work hard. I know how to trade. But for whatever reason, I can't remember stuff. Can't remember stuff from my childhood. Can't remember stuff. You know how people go, oh, I'm my third grade teacher, my best friends. I remember one of my best friends. I remember very little bits and pieces of my childhood. And even to this day, like anytime I'm with a female or anything, I tell them straight off the bat. It's like, listen, it's not that I'm not listening to you, it's that I have memory issues. Oh yeah, fine. And of course there's arguments, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, and I don't remember. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what it is. I'll tell you what though, I'll never forget how to make you money. Never forget. Let's see, getting to know you better, Joe. Yes. Would love to hear more of your scary stories. Ooh, scary. Live stream ghost stories. And but yeah, it's crazy. But I'm gonna watch a movie tonight, and I have popcorn, so it's gonna be good. See, I had a dark spirit sit on me when I was in bed. Let's see, I would be about 19. It was so terrifying. I couldn't scream moving. So that's not a dark spirit. That's called sleep paralysis. And I've actually encountered that. I've actually encountered that a few times. The first time was the scariest thing ever. If you don't know about sleep paralysis, you are very lucky. If you've had sleep paralysis, you were scared out of your brain. Because what happens is you can open your eyes, but you can't scream. You can't talk. You can't move your arms. You can't move anything. And the first time it happened to me, it felt literally like something laid on me. It was like the weirdest thing ever. And I remember because I would always sleep on my back, and it literally felt like like a blanket laid on me. And when that happened, I woke up and it was like, and I'm trying to scream. I was scared, man. If I had to poop, I would have pooped. That's how scared I was. And I opened my eyes, and I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. I'm trying to say, hey, or talk or something. And I couldn't do nothing. And that happened for like a good, maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And man, I thought the house was possessed. I thought, man, I got holy water. I bought candles, like it was just crazy. I was so scared. And then to find out that my ex had married at the time too, that she had a Ouija board underneath the bed. And I thought it was that. So I got that and I threw that sucker out. And then I had that happen like a year and a half later. Same thing. It felt like a blanket. Like I could literally feel like a light pressure, not heavy, but a really light pressure on me. And now I'm laying on my stomach, and I felt that pressure on me. It's like, and I couldn't move, and I'm screaming. I'm literally screaming for Jesus. Like literally, Jesus, help me. I didn't know what was going on. I was so scared and petrified. And then I want to say maybe like a year and a half later, it happened to me again. But this time when it happened, it was weird though, because like I started feeling the pressure like coming on, like from my lower feet up higher. I started feeling the pressure, and I realized what was happening, and then it just stopped. So I don't know if it was like mentally, like I'm doing it to myself. I don't know. But when that happened, like it just went like maybe to my knees, and then it just went away. I was like, that's weird. So anyway, I'm doing nursing school, right? And somebody was talking about sleep paralysis. It had just happened to them. I said, what are y'all talking about? And they started telling me, it's like, oh my gosh, dude, I thought it was a freaking spirit or a demon that was on, after me, on me, whatever. And it's like, oh no, sleep paralysis is now blah, blah. And I started looking into it. It's like, that's exactly what's going on with me. Like I don't know why, I'm getting it. And it's scary. It's so scary. And I've had it happen, I think like 2 more times. And matter of fact, one was just recently, maybe a few days ago, I guess. Like I felt the paralysis like coming on. But for me though, it's weird though, because it actually feels like a blanket, like a weight, not a heavy blanket, but like I can just feel it, And when it happened, I didn't get scared. I didn't do nothing. Like I'm just gonna wait. And then it went away. It's just weird. Mark says, yep, felt like a cat. Yeah. See, dude, I really need popcorn now. Man, I'm gonna be watching funny movies tonight. Because I just had a whole bunch of memories come back. See, I've had sleep paralysis several times. That's scary, realistic, scary. The only thing I can control is my breathing. Hate it. Yeah. But like, I was literally just screaming out for Jesus. God help me. Anything. I couldn't. Finally, it was scary. But now I know what it is. See, I had sleep paralysis once, but I didn't see monsters. What happened is I woke up, could not move, could not make a noise too, and from the inside I was screaming hard. Same. And so when I was screaming, I'm screaming, but nothing's coming out. And then finally I can feel my vocal cords like starting to vibrate, because I'm screaming so loud, and then finally words started coming out of my mouth. Yeah, man. Yep. That's scary stuff. But all right, guys. Well, that's all our time. Ooh, we're actually over our time. But so that's just a little bit about me, So I'm gonna be going through these movies, and hopefully I can find something on Amazon. All right, guys. I do thank you so much. Appreciate you greatly. You guys are the best. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it this bull run. It's gonna be crazy. And we're a family. We're a community. So I'll show you my wins, show you my losses. I'll tell you my scary stories. That's all I got. I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to watch the video if you haven't already about volume. Make sure to share it. Make sure to engage in all the content. That way we can help the new people not get duped, because they're going to get duped. I do thank you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The awkward looking down, and 3, 2, 1. My name is Joe. This is TradingIntuition. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's make this money. Take care. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. All right, guys. Let the DJ play its music real quick, or his music real quick, and then that'll be that. All right, guys. Take care.